Buyers, I get it. You're frustrated. It's a really tough market out there in Atlanta right now. You're watching this video and it's in the springtime in 2022 in Atlanta. I feel your frustration. So this is going out to all of our buyers right now who are just losing their minds, feeling like you cannot possibly get your offer accepted. And we get it. I mean, there are so many buyers out there that are doing insane things that we're gonna tell you about today so that you know the expectations once you're putting your offer together. You need to be aware what other buyers are doing. Also, our team is gonna share some of our success stories so that you know it can happen, it will happen. Keep watching. What are buyers doing right now to win deals?
I mean, just waving everything, or like waving the house goodbye, honestly.
They're getting rid of their appraisal contingencies. They're getting rid of their financing contingency. A lot of people are not requesting repairs. They're not even really doing due diligence.
The way I see it is like the whole cash is king concept, it's like, well, why is it king? It's because they can get rid of all of those things, like appraisal, they don't have to have that and all that stuff. So when you're competing with cash, you have to make your offer look the most like cash.
Do you have to have cash to win?
No, absolutely not. Lenders can close in 21 days if they really want to push it.
And what's the most competitive price point right now, would you say?
6.
Yeah, 6 and under.
I find anything between 300,000 and 400,000 right now. It's like 20 offers on condos, on single family.
I think that we know what needs to be done, but each buyer has an individual risk profile. And I've had buyers that will we put in like 6 offers, and by the 6th offer, they're like, oh, I get it now. This is what you have to do to win an offer.
Like, the market is tough, but I think we're tougher.
Have you had any success stories, Lo, recently, beating out multiple buyers?
The best thing for me has been putting in an offer the day that it goes live, or the day it goes coming soon.
Timing.
The timing, if you can be that first offer, that's really been helpful.
And then obviously having a relationship with the listing agent doesn't hurt.
Just so many things that we can't control in the market, like you can't control is your communication, your this, your that, like those things that you can't control are so important.
A huge part of that is who are you pre-approved with. You can get pre-approved with anyone online these days, but having those relationships where we're able to call the lender and say, can you get us in this fast? How fast can you turn around that appraisal? And really having that confidence to be able to call the listing agent and say, these people are gonna close. I absolutely know they will.
With direct communication.
What about a quick close? Is that necessarily helpful?
I think it depends on the situation. Some sellers don't want a quick close. I think that's, again, going back to the communication, because a lot of sellers are saying, okay, yeah, you can close quickly, but I actually need to live in my house for another month because I have to buy something else, and they're dealing with the same thing that our buyers just dealt with.
I recently helped my clients get under contract. We went up against 7 other buyers. So it was listed for $300,000. We made an offer for $321,000. That was the highest sales price. It's just a 1-bedroom, guys. Had an appraisal gap contingency stipulation, essentially, that we're now putting in offers where we're saying if the home does not appraise for the sales price, my buyer will come up in cash up to a certain amount. So that is something that buyers are doing, guys, every day. And it's honestly what a lot of listing agents are saying that we have to do in order to accept an offer that is well above list price, which makes sense, right? It's for their own peace of mind. We had 3 days due diligence, and then we could close really fast. It was like 21 days. We had teeny tiny contingency periods, 10 days long. And then we didn't ask for really anything as far as like no home warranty. We're really barely even asking for it to get cleaned. Super squeaky clean. And also I became besties with the listing agent. So
you're really not competing with all of those other people. Like, you want to be competing with like the top 3. You know what I mean? Like, be in the game, in the mix.
How do you give buyers peace of mind knowing that they're going to have to sometimes forego due diligence?
I never want to pressure anybody to do anything. It's like that's not our position or place. But like, the market can be pressuring, and like, you don't know what someone's going to be willing to do.
I mean, you can also do a right to request repairs, which is nice.
You do that a lot.
Yeah.
And still inspect the property, so they'll still be able to get in there.
Yeah, you can still get in there. You can still get an inspection and know what you're getting into.
The big picture is like the deal. Like, everyone's like, want a deal, but it's like the deal is getting the house. Like,
we think that things are going to calm down a bit and that sales prices are going to become more normalized.
I mean, the thing is that we've been dealing with this craziness for 2 years, and I think a lot of people think maybe now because it's post-COVID or there's just more buyers and Atlanta's growing, but we've been dealing with this kind of bidding war for 2 years. But I think, interest rates, will that affect it? Sure. Inflation, sure, all the buzzwords, but at the end of the day, you're buying in a market that's where you are. And so, and it's not like rents are any cheaper.
Let's do some encouraging words to our buyers out there who are just feeling like completely demoralized by this market.
Aw.
Hang in there.
It really will happen the way it's supposed to happen, and it could be blessings in disguise too.
And I always tell people, if you make the absolute best offer that you are financially able to do, that your risk profile allows you to do, and that you can go to bed being like,
Sleep at night, yeah.
yeah, I can sleep at night because that was the absolute best we could do, then that's the best you can do.
So there's not more that we could have done, because I'm finding out everything I possibly can from the listing agent to guide you accordingly. So you can't be so hard on yourself if your offer is not getting accepted. You're doing everything that you can. Someday we're gonna find the one, right? And then you're gonna look back and be like, well, thank God I didn't settle for that one that we saw a month ago, because I found the one that was so perfect for me. So just keep your chin up, guys.
All those frogs you kissed.